Okay, in this video we're going to get stuck into whether we should be using a GPS watch or using a rangefinder for our distances on the golf course. So I use Shot Scope products. I've got their Pro L2 rangefinder and their G5 GPS watch. So what are the pros and cons of both devices? Well, with a rangefinder, it's its accuracy. Every time that you zap a flag stick, you know that you've got an exact yardage to that flag. But sometimes I'd like to know the yardage to a bunker or a yardage to a front of a green. And sometimes to know that you've actually pointed that laser rangefinder in exactly the right place and you're getting an exact yardage is not that easy to do. Whereas the advantage of the GPS watch is that you get front, middle and back yardages. So you won't necessarily get a yardage to the pin, but sometimes you can see where the pin is, so you can work out a yardage. But also on the GPS watch, I get all of my yardages to carry hazards, and I know that I'm getting a good yardage off the watch. Now, the only slight thing with the GPS watch is that sometimes you have a very secure lock on the satellites and you know that you're getting a very accurate reading, and sometimes without you knowing you might not be locked into as many satellites and the reading might not be quite as good. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do a few little tests to see just how accurate the GPS watch seems to be. So we're going to do a quick test on a few holes here to try and just see how accurate the watch is. Okay, so at the moment the watch is giving me a front yardage of 67. So if I laser this pin now, okay, so I am getting a yardage of 80 yards. So if this is saying 60, oh, it's saying 68 now, 68, so that means that that pin should be 12 paces on, which is roughly a yard, my paces, to make sure that that is actually correct. Okay, let's go and check it out. So I'm right on the front edge of the green here. So this should be, if the GPS watch has got that yardage right, this should be 12 good paces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've come up probably 3/4 of a yard short, but at the end of the day, that's not a deal breaker. So that would suggest that the GPS watch is actually pretty accurate. Let's try it on a few longer yardages. Slightly longer yardage here, so we'll just do another quick check on the GPS watch. So I'm going to laser the flag, and I've got 132 and I've got 137 on the watch to the back. Now, I can see this is a back pin, so we're going to actually do it from the back this time. So 132 rangefinder, 137, so it should be 5 paces from the back of the green is what we should get if we're getting an accurate GPS yardage. All right, let's go and see what it is. Okay, this is the back of the green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're a little bit short, but basically again we're within half a yard. So I think it's safe to say that the GPS watch is a pretty reliable source of yardage information. So we're here at the absolutely beautiful 8th hole, which is a par 3 here at Pleasanton. And this is a situation where actually using a rangefinder and your watch can actually be very beneficial, because this is quite severely uphill and I can see the pin, but I can't really see where the flag is. Now, it looks like it's middle to back, but like I say, I can't be sure. But by using a combination of both of these, now that we know that the GPS watches are accurate, I should be able to determine where the flag is. So the flag is giving me 142 and the watch is giving me 134, so that's 12 yards on. So that's going to be right in the middle of this green, because 132 plus 12 is 144 and the watch is telling me 144. Don't know whether you can see that. So by using the combination of both devices, I now know that that pin is right in the middle of the green. If the pin is on the front edge here, it's really good information to know, because you don't want to come up short. You always want to make sure that you get up and onto the green on this hole. Okay, so there you go. I think today's video we've proved that the GPS watch is accurate. So if you're just going with a GPS watch and having an actual accurate pin yardage is not that important to you, then a GPS watch is definitely a great way to go. But I think if you're wanting to have all of the information to hand, an exact yardage to the pin, a front, middle and back yardage, and know exactly where the pin is positioned on the green when you can't necessarily see it, then I think there's a lot of reasons that actually you should have both in your golf bag on competition day. Okay, that's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next video.